Welcome to Learn and Discern. Today we're going to talk about this social phenomena, hashtag not my president, and all of the riots breaking out, all the fallout from the election of Donald Trump. To begin, I want to play this short clip of this reality TV show called Big Brother. The cast here is stuck in seclusion. They don't have any contact with the outside world, so this is their organic reaction to hearing the news that Donald Trump's our new president-elect. And I wanted to play it because it pretty much shows how the general population reacted, because no one really saw this coming. So let's check it out, guys. This is from CNN's YouTube channel.
The second piece of news I have concerns the recent presidential election. And with 306 electoral votes, the next president of the United States will be Donald Trump.
No
Wow.
way.
Julie, you're joking.
No. I leave you with that.
Oh my
Goodbye, house
God.
guests.
Oh. What?
She's joking.
No.
We got
Let it be
problems. Can we
heard.
just stay in here for the next 4 years?
I'm gonna cry again. A reality TV star is our president.
And cry they did. If you just search YouTube for the Clinton supporters crying, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, we have Miley Cyrus coming out crying that Clinton lost, and everybody in the crowd is in tears. Wow. So pretty much everybody's shocked. The establishment, media, nobody saw this coming, right? But it was almost so obvious, it was in our face, right, that they were sowing these seeds of, dissent and civil unrest. So now all these anti-Trump protests are breaking out. Some are becoming declared riots. There's been a couple of shootings, dozens of people being arrested. Of course, we've got some of the entertainment industry, Hollywood, Katy Perry coming out promising the revolution is coming. Rise up, she says. An interesting little Google image from yesterday, November 11th. Kinda, I don't know, it's victory after election day, yay, but I don't know, with all the protests, it's just interesting to see that. And then we have all of these Craigslist ads, dozens of them, offering to pay people to come out and protest Trump. All non-violent, of course, just, standing out with signs, yelling, paper mache Trump, beating him up, things like that. $1,500 a week. Wow. And Twitter's breaking out with all these calls for an assassination, crazy stuff. And we also have them calling to actually abolish the entire electoral college. They're calling it anti-democratic because Clinton actually did win the popular vote by a slight margin, yet Donald Trump got the electoral votes. That's the way our system works. However, there's no actual federal law that, forces the electorates to actually vote the way they pledged. 29 different states do have laws, party pledges and things like that, but some of the states don't. So they're actually calling for these electors to either abstain or vote for someone else, anything to stop Trump from reaching the 270 electoral votes needed. Change.org and MoveOn.org are really pushing this, abolish the Electoral College, make Hillary Clinton president on December 19th. December 19th is the official day that the electors will, officially vote, cast their ballots for the new president. So I guess, some Hillary Clinton supporters are kind of holding on to this hope that that's going to happen. However, this MoveOn.org, of course, has his connections with George Soros. They're putting out this call for all the people to come out and, protest. Listen to this tweet. Interesting news. By the way, the same scenario happened in my country, Egypt, by the Muslim Brotherhood. This is planned. All of these seeds of civil unrest coming from these Clinton supporters who just a few weeks ago were completely denouncing Trump supporters for saying the exact same things that they're saying now, are, revolting. This whole system is rigged rhetoric actually became pretty mainstream by Donald Trump. Okay, he's the one that kept saying this over and over, and obviously that seed that was sown was accepted because Trump was elected. So most of his supporters actually did agree with him there. And now the left side is starting to feel the same way. Well, wait, this is unfair because the popular vote was in Clinton's favor. So now the left is arguing the same thing. The reality is only about 25% of this country actually elected or voted, I should say, for Donald Trump. 46.9% of people didn't even bother to go out and vote. Only about 9% of America actually chose Trump and Clinton as the nominees to begin with. So this whole election is rigged rhetoric, it does actually have a very valid basis. Very valid, and that's the point. They're throwing out these truths and making them so apparent that you'd have to be completely in denial to, to not believe that that is the case here. Unfortunately, now the Republicans will have the presidency. They have the majority in the House and Senate. So he's going to be able to appoint a new Supreme Court justice. So this is really going to be interesting. And that's why so many Clinton supporters are really, completely distraught over this loss. And a lot of them are going to these protests organically. However, these protests are being organized, funded, and, put together by George Soros and his minions. So this civil unrest is not going to turn out well. I have to say, I don't think this whole electoral hope, I don't think it's going to work out. Donald Trump's going to be the president, I believe. And we're just going to have to see where it goes from there. So what are your guys' thoughts on all of the anti-Trump stuff going on, and what do you think is going to come from this election? Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon.